What's up, good people? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Top of the morning to everybody, man, that joined this live stream and everybody that catches it on the replay. What's up with you? It's the homie, Mainman, Made Man, up off the early morning, sipping on some coffee here, man. I see we got a mean glare going on, so seeing my face may just be a problem. There we go, man. Hopefully that's a little better for you right there, man. But yeah, man, what's up with everybody? Getting that coffee in off the early Saturday before the day get underway. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm off the hazelnut with the Himalayan salted caramel. Fuck with it. It is some of the best cream, man, that you can put in your coffee, son. And I'm telling y'all, man, ain't nothing like this shit here, bruh. Nothing like this shit here, man. It's been all week. I ain't been up on here, man. You know, I've been missing a lot of good boxing talk. I've been listening to a lot of folks. I've been listening to what y'all been talking about, been seeing what's been going on in the boxing world. And yeah, man, I got to admit, man, I've been missing a lot of good stuff, man. So we'll just get right into it. You know what I mean? So first and foremost, let's talk about Adrian the Problem Bronner. Oh, before I do, also let just know that everybody, man, I will be doing a giveaway real soon, man. I've done real well this month as far as my selling business is concerned. So I got I got some good inventory left. I will be giving away, I'm thinking about giving away some tabletop grills. I know that we got the springtime coming up, so man, maybe I'll just do it in a way where, you know, everybody will like it. What's up, fam? What's up, cuzzo? Much love, man. Much love, man. Oh, you feeling the new track? Yeah, man. I appreciate you, man. Hey, I'm gonna upload a lot more up on there. Probably this coming week, man. You know, there's a project that I did called Diary of a Made Man that I was selling at one time. So what I'm gonna plan on doing, since no one has really never heard those songs that I let out, I'll be putting a lot of that stuff on Audio Mac, man. So check that out for me, cuzzo. Hey, yo, man, I got to get back up with you, man. You know, get you on the lab. Whatever I might hit you up this week. If you ain't doing nothing next weekend, we could definitely sit down there and do something, man. Real shit, man. But, you know, I'm up here off the early morning, man, off the spontaneous, no notifications, no nothing, man, because I ain't going to really be on here that long. And I just wanted to come and talk about the latest boxing topics, man, this week. And so, man, what we got is simple, man. You know, Adrian Bronner versus Keith One-Time Thurman. At least that's that they're trying to gin this up, man. Adrian Bronner acting like that he deserves a shot at Keith Thurman, man. We all know that shit ain't true, cuz. You know what I mean? Adrian Bronner, you cannot lose the WBA regular title, lose for the WBA regular title, and then turn around and think that you are going to get a shot at the WBA super title. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that just makes no sense in no boxing mind and no boxing world whatsoever. People are like saying that, oh, well, if Keith Thurman is going to come back for a tune-up fight, why not choose Adrian Bronner? Nah, that don't make no sense. It don't make sense to choose somebody who's not worthy of a WBA super title shot. That makes absolutely no sense. Light lit up. What's up, fam? Good morning to you, man. Good morning to you. AB versus Thurman is a good fight in my opinion. My thing is, on its own merits, it is a good fight, far stylistically or whatever that. But the fact is that Adrian Bronner lost for the WBA regular title, and it just wouldn't make any sort of sense for him to then come back around and fight for the WBA super title. That don't make sense to me. I mean, look, we got to get off of this just because he's a name and he's exciting and this, that, and the third. It don't add up to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like you rewarding him just because he's a lunchbox. You rewarding him all because he fills seats and it. No, he still lose. He still lost. You know what I'm saying? He still lost. Lost wins. What's up, fam? What's up with you, man? So I just can't figure out how Adrian Bronner deserves a shot at the WBA Super Championship when he lost, and then lost bad. Like, it wasn't even like a close fight between him and Pacquiao. Pacquiao beat him decisively. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, though I like to laugh at Adrian Bronner, think he a lunchbox and, you know, he do this and he do that, and it's AB the can man, yada, yada, yada. That's all cool. But at the end of the day, you lost, bruh. You lost. Who do I propose that Thurman should face next? What's up with Andre Berto? Maybe an Andre Berto. Of course, he only want to go near Kell Brook, and the politics won't allow him to face a Kell Brook. And then we getting this notion that Keith Thurman has to start from the bottom. Like, why are we all thinking that Keith Thurman has to come back and start from the bottom? Is it because of the injury, or is it because of the way he looked against Josecito Lopez? Because the last time I looked at that fight, yeah, Josecito Lopez had his little, you know, rounds here and there. Yeah, you know, he almost actually took out Keith Thurman. But that's 1 or 2 rounds. You know what I mean? Like, from what I seen, Keith Thurman decisively beat Josecito Lopez. Yeah, I mean, he deserves a tune-up. But, yo, man, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think that Keith Thurman, as the WBA super champion, recognized as the real champ, should just be coming back to a bunch of bums. I just don't see that. Thurman would be, yeah, you know, we got Andre Berto out there, man. You got names that who hasn't lost. You know what I'm saying? You can see what's going on with the next crop of fights as they're coming up and see who deserve maybe a Omar Figueroa. I mean, we got to look at the rankings, but there are better names out there than Adrian Bronner, man. I like Adrian Bronner, but Adrian Bronner needs to escape this mindset that, yo, I'm a loser, I'm a gatekeeper, and I'm just here to make the money. They got to, oh, yeah, you know, if you want to hype up your fight, then you got to go through AB. AB, mind, I don't know where his mind at now, man. He is so gone from the fighter that he used to be that it's sad that he see himself in this position. It's sad that he see himself as a stepping stone. When one time he wanted to be the man. When one time he thought he had a chance to be the next Floyd and this, that, and the third. And now he sees himself as some sort of loser. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't care for that too much, man. But, you know, man, AB going to be what is. And he gonna be what he is. He sells fights, and that's all, cuzzo. That's all he do. He hypes up fights. I give him that. He does definitely hype up fights, and he can bring a lot of attention to your situation. But if that's the case, then use him as a mascot. Walk to the ring with his ass or something. You know what I mean? He doesn't care as long as he can keep cashing checks, and I get that. From AB's standpoint, I ain't mad at that. What I'm mad at is it from a Keith Thurman to even consider it and for fight fans to even call for it. You know what I'm saying? From AB's standpoint, Slim, I get it. You here to make the money. You here to get the checks. You here to, you know, you just trying to get in when you fit in. I understand that. But at the end of the day, for Thurman, who wants to be recognized as the champion, for the fight fans to sit down and vouch for this shit. I'm like, dog, what are y'all watching, bro? There's so many deserving fights out there, man. Let other fighters get a chance. You know, I'd rather for unknown to fight Thurman for all that matter. I am mad at that. He lacks integrity and grit. Yeah, man. And that's what I'm saying, like, lit up. Whatever happened to the real Can Man? That dude gone. That dude gone. Now he fighting for child support checks and trying to keep himself from going broke. That's it, and that's all. You know what I mean? I don't want to see Keith Thurman versus Adrian Bronner. Like I said before, stylistically, yeah, it's a fun fight to probably watch. But I don't think that even remotely that Adrian Bronner is on Keith Thurman's level, whether it's been an out of shape in Keith Thurman, whether it's been a Keith Thurman that's been out of the ring for 4 years playing the flute or doing whatever the fuck. I don't care which version of Keith Thurman you talking about. Adrian Bronner still ain't got a goddamn chance, man. Y'all acting like Adrian Bronner actually got a chance up in this shit, man. Like, oh, no. For what? Just for we can get a pay-per-view that's going to be $70 to see Adrian Bronner get his ass whooped? Man, I ain't trying to see that shit, bro. I ain't trying to see that shit, man, by far, bro. I ain't trying to see that shit, son. I ain't trying to see that shit. So, you know, Adrian Bronner versus Keith Thurman, man, I wish the boxing world did that shit. You know what I mean? The Can Man died with the band camp. Yeah, the Can Man is gone, bro. The Can Man is fucking gone, bro. This man is the check man. This is AB about banks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all he doing. And like they say, a sucker born every minute, man. A sucker is born every minute. DGO, what's up, fam? DGO, Tank is looking shaky. I think he may lose tonight. Let's talk about Tank. Tank Davis versus Hugo Ruiz tonight. First off, he ain't going to lose tonight, bro. He ain't losing tonight. I've been doing my homework on Hugo Ruiz. I seen this last fight. What was that on the Pacquiao undercard? It just, you know, Hugo Ruiz is too small. He doesn't bring nearly enough thunder. The only thing that I see that works in Hugo Ruiz's favor is the fact that Tank at 130, it looked like he a dead man on them scales. Y'all see Tank, man? My man Tank didn't look like he can talk. He could barely blink. He looked so weak. You know what I mean? Brooklyn Child Boxing. What's up, fam? What's up with you? That's the only thing. I looked at Tank on them scales last night, bro, and I was like, damn, my man is a freaking dead man in there, man. He just looked like death. I mean, face small, couldn't blink, couldn't talk, couldn't barely walk. I bet you when he got in the car, he was like, give me something. Take him to the deep waters. That makes sense, DGO. Take him to the deep waters. But Tank Davis, man, yo, man, you got to leave the division. You have to leave the division. Why are they so hesitant to move Tank Davis up to 135 pounds? He ain't fighting nobody worth mentioning down at 130. It's not like he's down there fighting Machado or Burchell. He's not fighting these dudes. What he's fighting is 126-pound fighters that he is bringing up to 130 pounds. Why the fuck won't he just go to 35? Why he don't go to 35? I'm out here in Cali, and it's raining, and it's cold out here. What? Damn, what's up, man? Cali, man. Cali love from D.C., man. Real talk, man. I'm concerned for him tonight, but I believe he is a dog. I hear you, Light Lit Up. And that's my concern from Tank tonight is, yo, how drained is he? We seen him having a problem on the scales last night for getting that 0.2 out, man. All that is a shit in the burp, you know what I mean? And you can make weight with that. But he had a problem getting there, bro. And I'm wondering how drained will Tank be? That is going to be something that we got to keep an eye out for tonight, bro. Real shit, man. What's up with you, man? What's up, everybody loves Raymond? What's up, fam? Sean Isaac's in the building. How you doing, family? What's up, man? Driving home? Okay, I appreciate that love, fam. Yeah, man. But I look at Tank tonight, man, and I'm just going to say, man, it's going to be real telling, man. Where would the power be at 130 pounds? Please, yo, Mayweather Promotions, it's like, to me, the only reason that they don't want to take him up to 135. Maybe because the Lomachenko cause is going to get too loud. Maybe because, I mean, what is it? Robert Easter, him and Robert Easter are friends. So it's like, you know, we can't really call for that fight. I hear you, DGO, the politics, man. I don't understand, bruh. Mayweather and PBC and Ellaby are doing Tank a disservice. Yeah, I agree. I agree, man. Yeah, you know, my thing is they're doing him a major disservice. See, at first, they fooled a lot of fans by getting his name out there, by him fighting all these 126-pound fighters. But now the jig is up. Now everybody is on top of it. Everybody see exactly what everybody see exactly what the hell going on with Tank. And it's like, dude, we see you bringing up these 126-pound fighters, and we see you're not really the WBA super champion. You don't deserve to be that champion. That belt should be around the waistline of Alberto Machado. Alberto Machado defeated Jezreel Corrales, the true WBA super champion. It's just that Jezreel Corrales lost that belt on the scales. That's the only reason. And when he beat Corrales, they gave him the WBA regular championship. That should not be around Tank Davis's waist. I'm sorry. That should be around Machado's waist. He's not even mentioning the word Burchell. He's not even mentioning Tevin Farmer. And I get it. These fighters have political divides or whatever you want to call it. No excuses, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't no excuses, man. Tank ain't doing shit at 130. Ain't doing shit. Jason Sosa, nobody. He ain't doing nothing but conning fans, bruh. So, you know, and I'm going to tell you something, Light Lit Up, real shit. Like, and just kind of hear me on this. I tell people all the time, please, go back to Tank Davis's interviews. We blame Mayweather Promotions, and we say, well, it's Mayweather. Don't get me wrong. They playing the game too. But at the end of the day, Tank Davis's own words were they were rushing him. They were rushing him, and he was not ready to step up yet. And my thing is, yo, man, what's up with you, man? What's up with you? And my thing is, are you mad that they trying to step you up? Are they rushing you? Or what is really going on over there? It's like hard to tell, bro. It's really hard to tell, man. But either way, man, I want to root for Tank Davis. I want to root for Tank Davis, man. Donald Brat, what's up, fam? I want to root for Tank because, look, I'm a DMV native, man. I'm out here in the DC area, and I want to root for my, you know, for Tank. But I cannot stand by what Tank is doing. He doesn't believe in himself. They need to give him a confidence boost. You know, that shows something. When I think it was Barbershop Conversations. They asked him about Gary Russell Jr. And when they asked him about Gary Russell Jr., like, yo, Gary Russell want that fight. The body language on Tank showed me a lot, bro. He was not enthusiastically embracing that fight. You want to pull up the 26 fighters. If you want to pull up a 26 fighter, pull up Gary Russell Jr. Because Gary Russell Jr. is saying that he wants smoke. Ronnie Boy Fresh in the building. I've been telling you this, you know. You have been, Ronnie Boy Fresh. You have been, man. Fat Boy Tank is too protected. Yeah, you know what, man? Gary Russell Jr. wants smoke. And if you want to pull up somebody, pull up Gary. That's my whole deal. It would at least validate in a lot of fans' eyes, like, yo, you pulled up Gary Russell Jr. Gary Russell Jr. wanted smoke, and you beat him. Kill Mo, I figure you was out here. I'm out here from Northeast. Spit the facts. Oh, you out here Northeast? Man, that's up, fam. That's what it is, dog. I'm from Northeast myself. KWA. I'm out from Kenilworth, bruh. Born and raised out there. Moved to the South Side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's like, dog, like, my thing is pull up Gary. And that's my whole notion. Now, when they asked him about Gary Russell Jr., he says, well, you know, I never looked up to Gary. And yeah, you know, I sparred his brother. They wanted me and his brother to get it in, and his little brother, Antoine, and all of them dudes. 14th and Newton, all day, Ronnie Boy Fresh. I know exactly what that said, bruh. That's what it is, man. I got the fam up in here, Joe. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man. And it's like, yo, if this is the case, you see Gary wants smoke. You on the same side of the street. Y'all both fight for Al Heyman. You both fighting for PBC. What the problem is? And I'm going to tell you something like this. Leo Santa Cruz, though I'm not a fan of him, he going to be coming up to 130 soon. Is Tank willing to get it in with Leo Santa Cruz? I don't know. I've been waiting to see that fight announced for the National Harbor. Don't look like it's happening no time soon. You feel me, bruh? I've been wanting that. They asked Tank while he was at Gurry's last fight. And they like, would you fight Gary Russell here at the National Harbor? He tried to go on some, oh, this building ain't big enough for me and it's too small and this, that, and the third. Bro, it's 100 buildings we got out here if you want a big enough venue. You know what I'm saying? We got the Capital One. We got FedEx. What can you feel? That's the question. What can you feel? I think it's a good enough fight. You got M&T. You got all of these places. You got the University of Maryland, Byrd Stadium. Man, you got all of these places up here if you want to fill some seats that you can get it on with Gary Russell. Glenn Arden, okay, Glenn Arden in the building. What's up? Oh, Glenn Arden, yeah, that's not far from us, Brian Thompson. All day. I'm from KDV, out to Toga, out Saratoga all day in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Like, hey, son, that's what I'm trying to talk about. Like, don't act like there ain't venues out here, Tank, that you can't fight Gary Russell Jr., man. We ain't going for that shit out here in the DMV, dog. We ain't going for that shit. We know what it is out here. Gary is the fucking man. Gary Russell Jr., well-respected. Whole family, well-respected. The father, well-respected. The brothers, well-respected. That fight would do wonders out here. Everybody and their mamas are being their best dressed at that fucking fight. No excuses, Tank Davis. No excuses whatsoever, man. You know what I mean? And that's all I'm saying. You're right, cuz. It's a bunch of excuses. So we'll see. I just know that the energy that came from Tank Davis when he was asked about Gary Russell Jr. seemed a little off to me, dog. It seemed a little off. They don't want that fight, Slim. Bruh, it's like, to me, Mayweather, I'm listening to Mayweather last night at the podium. Oh, but don't blame Tank. Blame me. Blame Leonard. Blame big nostril-ass Leonard Ellaby. Bruh, we blaming the whole squad. You know what I'm saying? We blaming all y'all because we see what the fuck is going on. We've seen this playbook too many damn times. You building a fighter, acting like he this, that, and the third when he clearly has not stepped up yet. Some people can be fooled by that shit. But true fans like us and everybody in this chat, we ain't fooled, bruh. We ain't fooled by it. We know exactly what you doing. And pretty soon, they're going to come out acting like Tank the best thing since sliced bread. And this is exactly how fighters get exposed. This is how it happens. I'm not saying Tank going to get exposed, but this is how it happens. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I got love for Tank, man. Real shit. Real shit, man. Nah, those two clearly had a spar session and somebody don't want that fight. I don't know who's ducking between him and Gary. Yeah, you know what? He ain't had to go down the line, though, and trying to dismiss Gary. I can like tomorrow some, you know, oh, I don't look up to Gary. Fuck you mean you don't look up to Gary, dog? That was unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? That man asked you, what about the fight with Gary Russell Jr.? And he was just like, oh, what barbershop say? Oh, he said in New York that he want this fight. Oh, Gary said that? He said that in New York? Oh, damn. Damn. Oh, damn. Like you paranoid, like you surprised that Gary Russell Jr. want to fight you. Dog, what's up with that, bruh? I'm telling y'all, man, that, hey, we need to stop this baby shitting of Tank, man. Gamboa just signed with PBC. Can Tank fighting him at 135 next at home in July? That'll be a good fight. That'll at least be a step-up fight. I don't think Gamboa nearly the same as he used to be. And I don't know if Gamboa should even still be at 135. He's been at that weight class too goddamn long. You know what I'm saying? But that'll still at least be a better name than what we've been getting. He doing that because he don't want that smoke. Yeah, he don't want that smoke, bro. TMT PBC flat out said they want to milk the fight dates by putting champs in with C or D level fighters. And see, you know what, man? When they say stuff like this, how can we as boxing fans vouch for that? You know what I mean? Look, these fighters are in their mid-20s. These fighters are not like you know, 19, 20 years old. You know, these fighters are in their mid-20s. This new way of boxing, this internet age of boxing, it's all for me. You know what I mean? I remember fighters like Evander Holyfield in his 13th fight, fighting for a world championship. Fighters like Mike Tyson, by the time he was 19, already a world champion. You know what I'm saying? Even Floyd in his early 20s, stopped fighting for belts. You know what I mean? Like, these new fighters are trying to wait till they're 28, 29. I'm looking at Anthony Yard. You know what I'm saying? They got to be 28, 29, 30. Then just getting their championship fight. Like, where do they do this at, bruh? You're young. You're strong. Gary did say Tank is his guy, but if he can get the comp in his weight class, it won't take that Tank fight on the table. Yeah, I mean, look, bruh. my thing is, Gary already laid out his map. He says he wants Leo Santa Cruz. He says he wants Tank, and then he want to finish it off with Lomachenko. Gary Russell Jr. do not want to be sitting around boxing at 35, 36 years old, going to have brain dead. He got a roadmap, and he want to do it. He want to get it over with. You got dudes shaking pom-poms for a company that's, man, you feel me though, son? You got dudes out here shaking pom-poms and rooting this shit on. And there are going to be dumbass fans tonight. Oh, yeah, man, Tank is the man. He beat Hugo Ruiz. Don't want to take a deeper look and say, well, Hugo Ruiz is a 126-pound fighter, bro. How y'all feel about Abner's replacement when it could have been Fortuna? You know what? I would have been more than happy to see a Javier Fortuna fight. Javier Fortuna brings noise. I thought he got robbed on the Robert Easter Jr. fight. I thought he honestly beat Robert Easter Jr. I even did a post-fight after that fight. I mean, it would have been something to see him go back down to 130 when he clearly is campaigning at a higher weight. But at the end of the day, it would have been a much better name. And Javier Fortuna was willing to step in. I would have loved to see the Javier Fortuna fight versus Tank Davis. That would have been a good step-up fight, man. That would have been a good step-up fight. See, my thing is, Duke, man, the city want to root for Tank, bruh. And I ain't from B-More. I'm from up the road from B-More. But, dog, even cats I know in B-More like, man, we want to see Tank step it up. We want to see you really represent, bruh. Come on, man. You get gifted titles. You getting gifted belts. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bruh. Orlando Finney in the $4.99 super chat. Good morning to you, fam. What's up with your family? That's my main man right there. What's up with you, bro? I appreciate you for stopping through, family. You know you ace, man. You number one. Fortuna said he would have made 130. Yeah, Fortuna, I'm sure, man, he would have made 130 for a Tank Davis fight. It's all about money chasing nowadays. My thing is, if they are pros, when they should be fighting, not practicing against low-level competition. And that's the deal, bro. It's a fool's gold thing. Like, you can fool a lot of people in this sport by making it seem as if fighters are much better than what they really are. You know what I mean? Oh, he knocked out this guy. Oh, don't get me wrong. I do believe in developing fighters. I definitely believe in developing fighters. But Tank is now a two-time world champion. He's now a two-time world champion. You good? It's good, man. I appreciate that love, fam. But he's a two-time world champion. How does this sound? It's not like he never had a belt. He is a two-time champion. He had the IBF and he has the WBA super title. A two-time world champion. And we're still sitting back saying who he fought. That's the most backwards thing I've ever said in boxing. He's a two-time champion, but he ain't fought nobody. That don't make sense to me, bro. How are we gonna keep neglecting that? How are we gonna keep just ignoring that? I have no idea. So, Mayweather is, of course, he down to take the slings and arrows. That's always been Mayweather, man. He could take the slings and arrows, man. But Tank got to be sitting back to himself and hearing people like myself and other boxing uploaders talk about it and say, Tank, we want to see you step up, bro. I heard Mayweather last night say he's top pound for pound. I heard Bronner say he's top pound for pound. Who y'all fooling? Who the fuck y'all think y'all fooling? Tank Davis is not no top pound for pound fighter. I'm sorry. I mean, not top five. No way, no how. No way, no how. You beat no one. I give you the Pedraza fight. The Pedraza fight is the one. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Horn Jr., I just said that. I have to give him credit for Quayla and Pedraza. I don't give him credit for Quayla. Quayla was coming off a loss and been out of the ring for almost 2 years. I do not, and then on top of that, he fought Quayla for the WBA Super Championship. Absolutely not. As for the Pedraza fight, Pedraza was an actual decorated champion, and he beat Pedraza. Though Pedraza was going up in weight, he still beat Pedraza fair and square. Jesus Quayla, no sir, no sir. But I feel you though. I hear your point on that, but I just can't rock with the Jesus Quayla fight. Our only fight that I give Tank Davis full-fledged credit for is the Jorge Pedraza fight. And that's because we seen Pedraza give Lomachenko one hell of a fight. Tank needs to fight Tevin Farmer. Hey, Orlando, I couldn't agree with you more, bro. I couldn't agree with you more. That whole situation really gave me a different look on Tank, bro. When Tevin Farmer was approaching Tank at fights, when Tevin Farmer was approaching his promoter, when Tevin Farmer was hunting down Tank, and this is before he signed with Eddie Hearn in DAZN. When Tevin Farmer was begging for a fight with Tank, Tank was sitting back acting like he ain't really want to deal with Tevin. You know what I mean? Tank and Teofimo would be a good undercard. It's pay-per-view quality. Hey, bro, that boy Teofimo Lopez, I like him, Slim. I'm keeping my third eye open on him. Dog, what he just did to Magdaleno was very impressive. I think that kid is on his way. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Tank, you gotta go up to 35. You ain't gonna be able to avoid all of these names at 35, bro. There's a lot of names at 135 pounds. And Tank is gonna it's gonna be hard for him to maneuver through 135 without fighting somebody. Is this the real reason why they ain't trying to step him up? That's the question. Because Tank clearly can go to 35 if he wanted to. They maybe don't want to step him up to 35 because there's a lot of killers up at 35, bro. There's a lot of killers. And the fight fans ain't gonna be going for this shit. They ain't gonna be sitting back like, dog, like you can't avoid this guy, and this guy. You avoided these dudes at 30. You ain't gonna avoid him at 35. Dog, the noise is gonna get loud. I believe Tank will fight Farmer. The problem is Mayweather and PBC. Ain't nobody scared of Farmer. Mayweather prefers blacks fighting Hispanics, and he doesn't believe there is money versus Farmer. Yeah, Mayweather is a businessman to the end. I agree with that, light lit up. But the thing is this, bro. How is it the fuck you got to do stepping to your face, man? You know, I jump on Keith Thurman all the time about him allowing Earl Spence Jr. to step to his face and say, I'll stop you in 6. I get on him all the time. These dudes are not going through social media. Tevin Farmer hunted down Tank. Where does the principle come in? I get it with the business, and Mayweather ain't going to allow this, and Mayweather ain't going to allow that. But my deal is, bruh, where does the principle? Tank talked a bunch of shit. Tank talked a bunch of shit. And you ain't, it's like everybody's saying the same thing. Tank go on social media, he mouth off about these fighters, but then don't give them no smoke. You know what I mean? He told Tevin to win the championship. Tevin won the championship. He still ain't give him a shot. Dog, there comes a point where principle, and then you can't say, oh, it's cool for him to fight these guys, but not cool for him to fight Tevin Farmer, bro. Dog, Tevin Farmer from Philly, man, and big ups to Philly. But at the end of the day, man, Tevin Farmer brought the whole heat of Philly, man, with him, and he stepped the Tank to his face. Like, son, come on, bruh. And then on top of that, all that, when Tank, you know, I'm street, I'm this, I'm that. Tevin even challenged that notion. Dog, he stepped too hard to Tank, man. You got to have a principle, man. As a world champion, you must have some sort of principle that you can say, oh, fuck, no. Oh, hell no. And this is the same thing that I got on Keith Thurman about. Did you see KOTY knockout of the year candidate last night? Ruiz KO'd over Carlos and Philly. I haven't watched that fight. I got to definitely pull that off today, bro. I got to watch that fight today. And I'm definitely going to pull that up. And we'll talk about that possibly on a later live stream after the Tank fight. But I missed that fight last night, bro. We'll be watching it today. Trust and believe. Yeah, man. But there just comes a point with Tank. And that's all I'm saying, bro. Where you got to stand on principle. And you have to start to say, look, man, I'm a champion. If I'm going to act like a champion, if I am a champion, then I got to fight. I got to be a champion. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. Other than that, I'm going to have to start calling him a project. And I don't want to do that. Slim was clowning Farmer after he got shot. Tank ain't serious. Yeah, man. Like all of that extra shit, you clowning the man. The man got shot in the hand, the whole 9 yards, bro. And you still won't fight this man, bro. He doesn't control any of parts of his career. He is owned. Yeah. You know what? And truth be told, if we're going to always keep it a buck, and this is something that kind of ventures off sometimes, but that whole PBC crew is controlled. You know, I remember years ago, before a lot of folks got here on YouTube, when we were here putting that work in, the thing is, we used to always talk, when Al Heyman first came on the scene with PBC, there were a lot of uploaders like myself. This one I was really heavy into the investigating reporting, and we started to look at some of those contracts. Y'all do not know the type of language that are written in those contracts when it comes with Al Heyman. Al Heyman controls a lot of portions of their fights. And we do say a lot of times that, oh, this fighter don't want to fight that fighter, this fight. Al Heyman controls all that shit, son. All that shit. All that shit. Hey, man, how long you gonna be on? I got to take care of something and really like this chat. I'm gonna be on for a little bit. If not, if I can't really say. It kind of varies. But I will say this though, everybody loves Raymond. If you don't catch me on here when you come back, come on back here to the night after the fight tonight, and you know we're gonna be on here turn the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna be on this joint chilling, man. I always come on here after each and every fight. The whole boxing fam know it, man. The whole boxing fam know it. Mikey is not a PBC fighter. No, Mikey is not a PBC fighter. Mikey rocks with Ringstar, but he is in association with Al Heyman. See, the thing is, you don't have to be a PBC fighter to be an Al Heyman fighter. You know what I mean? Al Heyman is a advisor, so he's not a promoter, and he's not he just advises you on the best things for your fight. But he actually is in a position where he can control your career. Yo, hit that like button for me, like my main man Orlando say, man. Hit that like button for me. PBC fanboys will call Hearn the slave master. Who is the real slave master? Damn, DGO, you know, but hey, Hearn ain't no damn better. Hearn ain't no damn better, man. But my deal is no, man, and I can concede that fact. That's one point that I will honestly concede. Al Heyman is in total control of these fighters. Now, he gives them good options. That's the difference between him and Hearn. He gives them really good options, and it's like choose this guy, or that guy. But at the end of the day, you're going to choose one of these guys. You ain't going to venture outside of these dudes. These are the dudes that you're going to choose whether you want to fight or not. As for Eddie Hearn, it's like you're giving them shit choices. You know what I'm saying? Hey, speaking of Eddie Hearn, DGO, and I'm going to briefly bring this up. You know, I was looking at Kell Brook. They're talking about Kell Brook and Jesse Vargas. The thing is with that is that, man, you know, this fight to me right here is sad. It's sad in many ways. And the reason I say that, bear with me, the reason I say this is because we know back in the day, Kell Brook could have fought Jesse Vargas in the major unification fight, right? Now, here we are today where Kell Brook is stuck between 147 and 154, and the best name that Eddie Hearn can bring out of a hat for Kell Brook at this point in his career is Jesse Vargas, a dude who has no belts, a dude that's coming off a draw with Adrian Bronner, a dude that's coming off a draw in a fight that I thought he lost against Tomas Delorme. You know what I mean? Like these, Eddie Hearn got to do better. And I don't know if this is more so Kell Brook or if this is Eddie Hearn, but I know somebody got to do better. And my thing is, if Eddie Hearn cannot bring better fights for Kell Brook, it's a shame that Amir Khan got the Turnsburg Crawford fight before Kell Brook. And if Eddie Hearn cannot do better for Kell Brook, Kell Brook need to be considering his options. What you say, bro? Really, Hearn fighters get more money and get title opportunities. Simple. Look at Jacobs, Farmer, Andrade. My deal is, dog, Jacobs was getting money with PBC. You know what I mean? He was getting big fights. Matter of fact, to date, Jacobs' biggest fights was when he was with Al Heyman and PBC, correct? The Pirogue fight, the Gennady Golovkin fight. Those were the biggest fights of his career up until this point, up until the Canelo fight. And you have Oscar De La Hoya to thank for that. But it was Al Heyman getting him the biggest fights. Don't worry, Kell Brook about to get that King Crawford offer after Amir Khan. That makes sense to me, Ronnie Boy Fresh. That to me, honestly, will be a better fight for Kell Brook. But Eddie Hearn did him a terrible, terrible disservice. He could not lower the Khan fight while Khan was under the same umbrella as Kell Brook. Not to mention, Kell Brook, this is Amir Khan's final fight with Matchroom. This is his last fight. And he could not get Kell Brook to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, doing Kell Brook a major disservice, bro. A major disservice. I see Kell Brook and Jeff Horn at 54. I don't know where Kell Brook gonna go, bro. I mean, they even saying that the Jesse Vargas fight is gonna be at 54. Like, for real, bro. Like, I've never been big on Jesse Vargas. Never. Was Jacobs champion with people? What you say? Was Jacobs champion with PBC? I think that's what you asked. Was Jacobs champion with PBC? If I recall, no. I think was he champion with PBC? I don't think he was champion with PBC. But I'm saying, like, far as the biggest fights of his career, like name recognition wise, was when he was down with Al Heyman. And that's just facts, bro. That's just facts. Jeff is the boogeyman at 47 along with Crawfish. Hey, Ronnie Boy Fresh. Quillen, yeah. But WBA regular. That's what it was. Ronnie Boy Fresh. A lot of people don't give Jeff Horn the credit. He calling everybody, bro. But DGO, Quillen. The Quillen fight. And I see Horn Jr. just came back and said he had the WBA regular. So maybe that's the highest he got to was the WBA regular. But we know the WBA, bro, they looking more and more corrupt as the days go by. So, but far as name recognition for Danny Jacobs, come on, bro. You know those happened under PBC. And are we really giving Hearn credit for the Canelo fight, or are we giving Oscar credit? You know what I'm saying? Let's just be 100. Oscar's making the wheels turn over at the zone right now with Canelo Alvarez. Not Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? Not Eddie Hearn by far. I mean, look, man. Eddie Hearn, as far as a slave master claim, I've never really called him that. I ain't into. All I'm saying is that I know the type of contracts that Al Heyman gives his fighters, man. He held the WBA regular. Okay, Ronnie. Yeah, see, so, I mean, that's still, that was honestly considered the real title before the Super Championship came along. So at the end of the day, hey, and I'm sure if he would have stuck around even longer with Al Heyman and PBC, eventually, dog, he would have been getting, he probably would have fought Jamal Charlo by now. It would have been a Jamal Charlo versus Danny Jacobs. So that would have been another big name you could have probably threw on the resume of Jacobs. Of course, Deryevchenko would have happened with or without Hearn because Deryevchenko fights with Al Heyman also. So let's not act like Al Heyman couldn't have pulled big names for Danny Jacobs. Nah, bro. Nah, not at all. I'm not going to sit here and act like that. Tank missed weight. Yeah, Tank missed weight, but he got it down with the second attempt. It was only by 0.2. And a lot of people making a big deal out of it. And a lot of people accusing him from walking around between fights at too big. And that could be true. You know, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Tank need to discipline himself between fights. I will agree to that. But Tank also, I believe, has outgrown the weight class. I think he should go to 35. Tevin Farmer's even put that out there. He's like, dude, you're a 135-pound fighter that's fighting 126 pounders. And that's facts. You know what I'm saying? I truly believe that's the case. And I don't care what nobody say, bro. Tank Davis needs to step it up, man, and go up to a high weight class. But 35 got way too much smoke. Way too much smoke, man. But back to what I was talking about. Kell Brook, please, sir, reconsider. Even you cashing out, which I don't see you cashing out until Amir Khan is ready. And Khan may just be ready after Crawford put him on his ass and break that glass chin in half. You know what I mean? And look here, man. Cut the noise. I'm tired of people with this bullshit about, oh, Crawford might get outboxed. If Crawford don't stop Amir Khan, then Khan has a good chance of outboxing him. Let me explain something to y'all. Facts. And I don't care what nobody say. Amir Khan looked terrible against Samuel Vargas. Amir Khan, not only does he has chin problems, but on top of that, I'm looking at him squeezing his ass down to 147. People don't understand that Amir Khan has problems making welterweight now. Go back and look at his last couple fights and the things that he had to do to make welterweight. That takes things away from a fighter. Amir Khan is an older fighter. When you've been knocked out and knocked down that many times, bro, your equilibrium gets weaker and weaker and weaker. I don't think Crawford's going to struggle with Amir Khan. I think he may even carry Amir Khan for a couple rounds before he gets his ass out of there. You know what I'm saying? Kill that noise about Crawford going to struggle maybe with Khan and all, as if Crawford can't box. And then that's another thing. Y'all acting like Crawford can't box. Crawford can box his ass off, bro. Crawford can give it to you however you like it. You know what I'm saying? He can't go to 35. He can't get a strap there unless he sees Loma or Mikey. Mikey, man, yeah, and that's too much. Retro boxing, oh, my main man, Blood boxing in the building. Khan going to sleep again. What's up, fam? Yeah, man, I agree with you, Blood, man. He going to sleep, bro. But people are out here acting as if that, like, Terrence Crawford is going to somehow, some way struggle with Amir Khan, bro. No, man. I honestly, man, I think that this is a good fight for Crawford in the meantime, between time. And, yo, man, hopefully Kell Brook will be right behind it. I hope if Eddie Hearn is smart, he need to be getting with Bob Arum because they do business together and say, look, man, after that is over, how about Kell Brook get a shot? That makes perfect sense to me. Give up a couple rounds, make adjustments, give Matt, download him, process him. He's going to download him, process him, execute him. That's the steps. Download him, process him, execute him. Game over. You know what I'm saying? Game over. Salute to you, OG. Retro boxing and documentaries for anybody out there that's interested in boxing history, that's interested in the ins and out of the sports from a real boxing mind. I say to you, go and subscribe to boxing documentary, retro boxing documentaries, bro. A true OG of the sport and a true boxing mind, hands down. You know what I'm saying? Hands down. But yeah, man, my deal is, man, I just think that that's going to be the game plan for Terrence Bud Crawford. And it's going to be download, process, execute, game over. We're going to the next. Crawford going to outbox Khan on the gate for obvious reasons. I mean, it is what it is. There's levels. And I'm not saying that once upon a time that Khan could not do X, Y, Z. I'm just saying as of today, when you've been in all of these wars, when your equilibrium has been knocked around, your brain has been smacked around your head so many times, it does something to you, bro. It takes something out of you. When you already know that making 147 is a tough task for Amir Khan, he only does it because he does not want to go up to 154 and face that type of punching power. When you know these things, bro, it's like, man, at the end of the day, you know, it's just a matter of time, bro. Khan has too much physically going against him. And that once upon a time when people bring up this notion, well, Khan is undefeated at welterweight. Khan is undefeated at welterweight, but look who he's fought at welterweight. And look how long that he's been at welterweight. You know what I'm saying? These things matter. These things truly matter. He fought the likes of Devin Alexander. I remember, these type of dudes, bro. He's never stepped up to the elite of welterweight. And at the end of the day, these are the reasons that he could be undefeated at that weight class. And then he didn't stay at there that long. So, I mean, come on, bro. I mean, let's just keep it all the way a buck. So I love my man Terrence Bud Crawford, and I love his chances in this fight coming up with Amir Khan. A man with a suspect chin now struggling and draining himself to make weight. Quick night. Simple and Simon. It's simple and simple. Samuel Vargas, a man that Earl Spence Jr. decapitated. You know what I'm saying? A fighter that, I believe it was Danny Garcia, destroyed. Bro, Amir Khan barely was in that fight. He almost got stopped twice in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, I look at that and that tells me something. And this was just his last fight. Then he had to strip down to his underwear to make weight. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Like, come on, bro. I even got my coffee, medium roast, Starbucks all day. Hey, blood, man, I'm fucking with this Himalayan salted caramel shit, bro. And I'm going to tell you something, bro. This shit banging. Artisan Cafe Creamer. Shout out to y'all, man. This thing is banging. You know what I mean? I try to switch it up every now and again. Different little flavors or whatever. But I got to give it. I'm vouching for this shit right here, bro. You know, I usually just do typical hazelnut, but yo, man, I had to swap it up, man. If anybody got some good referendum for some good creamers, let me know. Let me know. Khan went life and death with Algeria at 147. And the reason that Khan did that is because Algeria stood his ground. Whenever you're a fighter that's planting your feet and you're willing to bring the fight to Amir Khan, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm telling you right now, man, he gives them problems. Sounds good, never had that brain. Yeah, man, it's good as shit, bro. You know what I mean? It's good as shit. Sometimes I be taking a chance, man, and some of this shit be nasty. But at the end, yo, this Himalayan salted caramel, it's on fucking point, bruh. It's on point, bruh. It put major flavor. It ain't salted. It's actually sweet. It put major flavor in your coffee, man. Real talk. Shout out to all my coffee drinkers out there, man. Y'all know how we do on a Saturday morning after a long Friday night. God damn. God damn. So what else we got, man? Well, we covered AB. We covered AB and Thurman. We covered Amir Khan. Is there anything else going on this week that I missed out? We covered Tank. Algeria can box, though. Yeah, he can. He can. The only thing that last thing I think I want to speak on before this is over, I see that Anthony Joshua and of course, Lubin and Ishe. Lubin and Ishe. Yo, I seen that smoke. Damn, hey, bro, that I gotta give it to him. Not big on Ishe Smith. Ishe Smith has been smacked around his whole career, but at the end of the day, that press conference got me turned the fuck up, bruh. That's how you sell a fight. I love to see it. You know, what fighters got to understand, it don't matter how many times you lost. It doesn't matter how many times, as long as we see fire, as long as we see hunger, as long as we see determination, that makes us want to tune in. Lubin will take that W. My deal is this is Lubin's chance to get back to where he rightfully believes he belongs. Look, man, I'm not sold on the Jamil Charlo 1 round, few second knockdown. It happens. This is boxing. You know what I'm saying? Fighters go in there and before they get a chance to show what they really have, they get stopped and you never really get a good measure on the fighter. I think that Erickson Lubin is going to go in there and beat Ishe Smith. The level of how he beats him, it just tells, it'll let me know that Erickson Lubin is hungry and he is ready to get back to the top level. Real shit. I hope the young brother pull it off. I do too, bro, because I want to see him back in contention. I want to see him back in contention. I want to see dudes like my main man, Jared Hurd, bring up the name of Erickson Lubin. I want to see a lot of the top guys because a lot of people written him off after that Charlo fight, and I didn't think that was cool. Now, there was some talk at that time, were they moving Lubin a little too fast? And I can't sit back and say that they were moving him fast or whatnot, but I will say that I believe that, I don't believe that knockdown to me shows if they were moving him too fast. If Lubin felt as though he was ready, and I got to give it to him, in his prior fights, he was looking good. He was looking good. We'll see, bro. He wasn't ready when he fought Charlo. My thing is, we don't know that, man. We don't know that. Like, Charlo knocked him out too damn fast. One shot. It was one shot. It was one shot. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, once again, Charlo was working with Derek James, and he was changing the whole game plan. Like, he was focusing more on power. And it was one shot. It was one shot. You know what I'm saying? Lennox Lewis got caught with one shot and came back the next fight and destroyed Rahman. We've seen this over and over and over again. It was one shot. You know what I mean? But tonight, with Erickson Lubin, I am going to be watching him real close because I want Erickson Lubin to be up at the upper echelon of 154. And I want dudes like Jared Hurd to recognize this man for exactly who he is. I'm really looking forward to the Jared Hurd versus J-Rock fight. For anybody wondering, I will be at that fight. I don't care where it's at in America. I'm going to that fight. It's no ifs, ands, or buts because it's on my birthday. Lubin only 23, and he can stay at 54 till he's 30. Lubin got the 154 on lock. Lubin got smoke at 154. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lot of good fighters that Lubin can mix it up with, even on the up and coming. But, yo, my deal is with Lubin, you know, he's still young. He's very young. God damn, I didn't realize he was that. Y'all thought he was like 25, 26. But he's very, very young, man. He's very young, and he got time. What you think of Canelo being allowed to keep the super middleweight strap? Yo, corruption at its finest, bruh. It's corruption. I thought he said he was going to vacate that title, man. Corruption. Right now, when it comes to the WBA, man, like, I'm losing a lot of lust and respect for them, dog. Because, dog, what they doing at these different weight classes with the super championship and with the regular championship, with the super champion not having a mandatory, creating a new belt. They said that they were going to eliminate their belts. They never did it. They came out about a year ago, article after article, and I remember talking about this, that, we're going to take away the WBA Super Championship, or we're going to take away the WBA, whatever one they were going to take away. It never happened. So they're still milking the sport of boxing by having all of these damn titles, bruh. How old is Mungia? I like to see that fight. Yeah, Mungia's talking about going up to 160. Man, that's just Oscar, man. Oscar's not going to give Mungia the real smoke at 54. It just ain't going to happen. He ain't going to face a Jerry Hurd. He ain't going to face a Erislandy Law. He's not going to face a Charlo. He's not going to face a Harrison, man. And he's 22, 20. By the time he turns 24, 25, Oscar's going to have him up at 160 trying to put on a big fight for El Viva Mexico. Him and Canelo Alvarez, man. Yeah, he says he's moving up to 160 right after Hogan. And he's leaving 154 without really putting major work in, but he's still young, so, he gets a chance to hide behind that, but I ain't too happy about that. That would be a good second opportunity for him. Yeah, that would be a good second opportunity. My thing is, if Erickson Lubin tonight gets past Ishe Smith, I'd like to see him step it up. He's on the side of the street where he can get a lot of good fights. I'd like to see him step it up a lot more better to a better name, maybe even an Austin Trout, and see how he can fit at that level. Austin Trout is a crafty veteran. He's been in so many wars. He's been in a lot of fights. That, to me, would be another good measuring fight, say, for Erickson Lubin. Let me do a show with you one day, bro. I would love to have a boxing discussion with all of my old school homies. Oh, hey, man, anytime, bro. Anytime, bro. Trust and believe, man. Blood boxing, it will be nothing but an honor and a pleasure to be on the same panel with you, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, anytime you ready, please, bro. I'll send you a link, or I'll come to your show, because I never miss your documentaries. I'll definitely, man, love to do a show with you. Whenever you ready, bro. It's definitely all down. I'm down for it. All day in the paint, man. Hey, y'all go show my homie Blood Boxing some love, man. Real talk, man. Hey, all day, bro. Anytime you down, man. And shout out to the LDBC too, bro. Shout out to the whole movement, man. Shout out to Black Fight Fan TV. You know what I mean? Shout out to 78 Sports TV too, bro. Came up watching 78 in blood from day one. You know what I'm saying? Free Fights TV in the building. What's your email? Mademan511@gmail.com. Mademan511@gmail.com. Shakur step up fight. Shakur step up fight. Who should? Hey, tonight, yeah, he's supposed to be stepping up, right? It's gonna be that's gonna be good to see. Well, it's gonna be on the undercard of the Terrence Crawford fight, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, yo, it's ready to happen, man. I like Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson is a true future good name to be talking about. You know, last night I was watching the sparring match that Shakur Stevenson had with Devin Haney back in the day, bro. And I was just kind of evaluating that, man, and seeing how far Shakur Stevenson has came from that, bro. This kid gonna be something special. We always talk about Ryan Garcias and the Devin Haneys, and those are gonna be some good fighters, and you know, Teofimo Lopez. But dog, I think the fighter of the future, from what I'm seeing, in a complete all-around fighting style, is gonna really make noise when he hits his prime, is gonna be Shakur Stevenson, bro. I think Shakur Stevenson is gonna be a hell of a fighter when he steps up into his prime. My young Savage Shakur got the training wheels and it's off. You know, he working with Andre Ward. He got the right corner with Jay Prince in his corner, who could kick down walls and make shit happen. He got, of course, Bob in his corner, and Bob just going to listen to anything that Jay Prince got to say. We already know that looking at history, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, I think Shakur Stevenson is the future. And until I see otherwise, I truly think when his skills start to peak, this kid is going to be a problem. He's going to be, his boxing IQ is very intact, bro. Like, this kid is going to be a problem, man. And I will be promoting that a hell of a lot more on the channel. Shakur Stevenson, man. I used to look at him like he always smiling and shit. Like, you know what I mean? He's always smiling. So does he have the dog in him? Bro, I seen enough, bro. I seen enough. I think they're going to feed him Warrington. Yeah. You think they're going to feed him Warrington or Oscar Valdez? That'll be a good step-up fight. Go over to the UK, get his name up. That'd be good for him. That'd be real good for him. Warrington or Oscar Valdez would be a very good step-up fight. And he got Bud as a spawn partner. And he got Bud as a iron sharpens iron. You got Bud sparring him. You got Andre Ward in your ear. Bro, you have a golden squad over there. Shakur Stevenson he's going to get the knowledge. He's going to learn so much about the sport of boxing. And when this kid peaks, I'm telling y'all, bro, you heard it here on Mainman, bro. When this kid peaks, he is going to be something special. Very special. And he's sparring with Loma. God damn. Yo, that's too much iron, bro. That's too much iron, bro. This kid gonna be a problem. Hey, bro. I like Smiley, man. I like Smiley, bro. I'm telling y'all right now. If for those who have not seen it, the video is up on YouTube. I think it was Dante who shared it. I'm not sure, but it was they got that sparring footage of Shakur Stevenson when he was sparring Devin Haney. He was much younger in that particular footage. And I'm telling you, bro, Smiley was putting in work, and he was smaller. He was much smaller than Devin. Now, Devin wasn't the same Devin that he is today, neither. They both were young pups. So, you know, we got to look at that fit. They both was young pups. But what I seen in those spawns, and they were going at each other. They wasn't holding back. It wasn't like they were holding back. They were going, this kid held his ground, bro. This kid held his ground, man. Real shit. Warrington is no joke. Nah, Warrington is no joke. I like Josh Warrington, man. I like Josh Warrington a lot. Shout out to you, Sean Isaacs. I like Josh Warrington a lot. They moving them pretty good over there on the other side of the pond, too. We'll see what happens, man. If Shakur gets in there with Josh Warrington or Oscar Valdez, which are very possible fights given the political affiliations, that'd be very impressive. That'd be very impressive. I'm rooting for Shakur all day. I'm rooting for Shakur all day. And I'm glad, you know what? I'm glad that Floyd Mayweather didn't get his hands on Shakur Stevenson. He could have got him. Remember, he was vouching to try to get him, went to the Olympics, the whole nine. And I'm glad that he did not go with Mayweather Promotions. I'm glad he looked over there and he said, nah, this ain't for me. I'm glad. I really am glad. I'm glad that he aligned himself with the people that he aligned with. He got all of that knowledge poured into his style. Like y'all said, Lomachenko, turns Bud Crawford, Andre Ward. God, that's a lot of boxing knowledge to be learning as you're growing. And this kid is going to get better. Andre Ward vouches for this dude to the moon, and I see why, bro. I see a lot of potential. I see more potential in him than maybe anybody in the future. And I know that's a hard thing to say with the Garcias, and that's a hard thing to say with the Teofimo Lopez's, but I'm sorry. They got some unfinished business. Who you talking about? You talking about Devin Haney and Shakur? Exactly. Best thing ever was to sign with Top Rank. Yeah, man. No doubt about it. It was a very, very smart move, man. Very, very smart move by Shakur Stevenson. Much respect to him. And please, yo, keep watching this kid, man. And look, man, if he get hit, if he go down, whatever in his career, let's not be overly judgmental. Man, look, let this kid develop. I'm down for it. Shakur and B-Hop is my 1 and 2. Oh yeah, little baby B-Hop. Okay. I like baby B-Hop. My two top is probably Shakur and Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney can be something special too. I mean, being brought up under Floyd is not easy. You know what I mean? It's no joke. He's learning a lot over there, soaking up the knowledge from Floyd Sr. also. And they are moving him probably better than they moved any of the fighters over at TMT. And this is including Tank. They are giving him not only proper time to grow, but you got to remember, Devin has been down with that squad since he was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? And he's been down with Mayweather. Behind the scenes, Mayweather treats him very well. He's not an actually TMT fighter, but he's being treated very well by Mayweather, and they do this for a reason. I think he is their secret weapon, and that's to be honest with you, man. That's to be honest, man. So, yo, man, that's the future of boxing. I really like what we're seeing with the up-and-comers in boxing. At heavyweight, I don't see anybody on the horizon, man, that I'm really... Joe Joyce, we'll see what he got. I want to see Joe Joyce versus Luis Ortiz. Hopefully they can make that fight very soon. Joe Joyce has his fight. Who's he fighting? Bermain Stavern. That'll be a good measure for him. We'll see how that goes too. F.A. Ajagba. I like F.A. Ajagba. He's a good, that is a good look on the up and coming heavyweight. That's a good look. F.A. Ajagba, man. I really like that kid. You know, he's the dude making people walk out the ring on him and shit, man. I like him. But, you know, we can't get caught up in these physical specimens because they look, you know, they built and they look in shape. It's going to be something to see. But I like F.A. I like F.A. a lot, man. The future of boxing ain't looking too bad, bro. The future of boxing ain't looking too bad at all. Boxing is going to be around for a long time, bro. And I'm happy to see what we're seeing, man. With a lot of these youngsters is on the up and comer. I'm really interested in Anthony Yard at light heavyweight. Yard, it's time for him to step it up, bro. It's time for him. DGO. It's time for him to step it up. Sean Isaacs. It is time for them to step up Yard, bro. We ain't going to keep sitting back and letting Yard fight in the chitlin circuit. It's time, bro. And I know he young. I'm not like a lot of uploaders and fight fans that say, oh, just because this kid is in this. Dog, my thing is, these kids are becoming champions, and these dudes are blowing out the lower tier. They're not beating them they're blowing them out. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, bro. Y'all are clout chasing now. Yeah, man. I know y'all was supposed to be on the undercard of Fury and Wilder. They didn't make that happen. Look, man, y'all, you know, you got smoke at that division now, bro. You got Kovalev back. You know what I mean? I don't know how back, but he back or whatever the fuck. You got Bivol over there. You got all of those Europeans. You got Vosdick. Man, look, man, you got to give us somebody, man. You got to give us somebody, man. You know what I mean? I really believe that y'all, he got the swagger, he got the look, he just don't got the work. And I do believe that y'all wants to come over to America and make an impact. Y'all versus Marcus Brown. That'd be a good fight. That'd be a really good fight. I need validation on Marcus Brown. I truly do. I need extreme, but that fight with Badu Jack and Marcus Brown, I need validation because I don't know if it was the cut and I don't know if it was Badu Jack. So I need better validation from Marcus Brown to say that he is on this level, because I thought he lost the fight against what's the white boy. I thought he lost that fight. Y'all don't want any problems with Marcus Brown. Okay, we need to see. You need to see, man. I think y'all is really getting bored with that lower tier. He's sitting back and he's fighting these dudes and he's getting bored. He's getting fucking bored, bro. He's sitting back like, okay, I got to fight another guy that Frank Warren found another bum for me. Okay, I'll beat this guy. And it's looking to me like he is starting to get bored with his level of competition. And, you know, that's what I think. Dubois, yeah, it's time for him to step up too. It's time for him to step up too. You're absolutely right, Sean. You're absolutely right. Y'all can fuck up the program they got for Marcus Brown. Shit, we got to see, bro. I just don't know how good he really is. I'm real hesitant to comment on a lot of fighters that I truly don't know how good they really are. I know that Frank Warren has had opportunities to step him up, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? But when I see these type of moves, when they moving them this slow in a division that's real hot, I mean, look, I'm not one to rush fighters, but I believe when you see fighters getting bored with the lower tier and they're just blasting through them, it's just time to step them up. You know what I mean? You can't just keep letting this dude get out here and just blow out fighter after fighter after fighter after fighter. You know what I mean? He does have potential. You talking about Yard Retro? Yeah, Yard has potential. They all have potential, but we want to see how good they really are. Daniel Dubois, he has potential. You know what I'm saying? But we need to see how good they really are. I'm not saying go to the championship level. You can step it up. You can go up to the next notch. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Yard. Yeah, Yard he can go up to the next notch, man. He can definitely go up. He don't have to keep fighting the lower tier boxing, bro. And I think Yard wants to. I think he really do. He hear what we talking about. He hear what everybody's saying. They even asked him in the interview, like, how do you feel about the fight fans talking about your level of competition? And I think it irks him. It irks him in a way. Marcus Brown not even going to take the Vosdick fight. Well, the Vosdick fight, yeah, he should, bro. That's the fight that he should want to make right there. Vosdick is coming off a big name fight by doing what he did to Stevens, man. Like, that should be the fight they all should be gunning for. I mean, he beat the dude that was considered the dude at the weight class. They all should be gunning for him. Kovalev should be gunning for him. Bivol should be gunning for him. Marcus Brown especially should be gunning for him. You know what I mean? They all should be. They don't want that fight right now. Vosdick looked good against Stevenson, but Stevenson was a bit older. You know what I mean? He was inactive as much as he was, so we'll see, man. But they all should be gunning for Vosdick, in my opinion, man. Vosdick, to me, is the man that beat the man. You know, is Vosdick considered the lineal? By him beating Stevenson, he is considered the lineal now, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Put that in the comment section. Is Vosdick considered the lineal champion right now? I believe he is the lineal champion at light heavyweight, if I'm not mistaken. So if that is the case, that is the man that they need to be gunning for. You know what I mean? Now, Bivol, he lining himself with Eddie Hearn. I don't know what that just going to do for him. But as for Sergey Kovalev, who's aligning himself with ESPN and Top Rank, we don't know. He should be, but not sure. Yeah, he should be. I don't think there was an established lineal. Oh, so you telling me, Retro, that Adonis Stevenson wasn't considered the lineal? I thought he was considered the lineal, but I could be wrong. If anybody will know, it'd be you. You know what I'm saying? Bivol willing to fight at 168. Who he gonna fight at 168? I mean, what he trying to go down to get the Callum Smith fight? Callum Smith is calling out everybody from 68 to 75. Callum Smith wants Canelo. Callum Smith wants to go up to 75 and fight the champion. Adonis was the lineal. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Adonis was the lineal. So if that was the case, I mean, no. He beat Dawson, but I don't think Dawson was lineal if I double check. Okay, yeah, I got to, that's something we got to really know. They would, when they used to announce him in a lot of his fights, they will always consider him the lineal champion. And so, you know, if that's the case, if we do find out that Dawson, like you're saying, Retro, if we find out that is the case, that means that Alexander Gvozdyk is considered the lineal champion at 175. Marcus Brown, Sergey Kovalev, everybody should be gunning for that fight. You know what I mean? There should be no excuses, bro. It should be absolutely no excuses. But if he is considered the lineal, he's the lineal, bro. And, you know, there you have it. I mean, dog, it can happen. Callum Smith wants smoke with everybody. Respect. Yeah, he wants smoke with everybody. How about Callum Smith right now? I like to see Callum Smith versus Caleb Plant. We'll see what that do. Callum Smith versus Caleb Plant will really impress me, bro. Real talk. 175 is on fire. 175 is certainly on fire. And the reason that it's on fire so good right now, Ronnie Boy Fresh, is because all of the belts are scattered. And so everybody now has to fight everybody. It's not like, say, when Kovalev had all the belts, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot, under one name. Everybody got a belt. So guess what? You should fight this guy. You should fight that guy. Everybody, you know what I mean, could be fighting one another. That's what makes it so hot. Benavidez might beat them all at 68. We'll see, yo. Benavidez got to get his belt back, man. Benavidez got to get his belt back. And Callum Smith, Benavidez wants to take on Caleb Plant after a while. That'll be a good fight. They got a built-in storyline. Your Joe Smith, appreciate it. Yeah, Joe Smith is Joe Smith. You know, I'm not big on Joe Smith. I thought he took advantage of a B-hop that I wasn't, you know. Hey, Mainman, just found your channel. I think 175 pounders more willing to make. I missed that one. None of them Kovalev. Ronnie Boy Fresh is correct. I think B-Hop was lineal and Dawson beat him. Yeah. So if that is the case, then Dawson beat him, then we know how that went. You know, Adonis Stevenson beat Dawson, and so that made Adonis the lineal, and then Gvozdyk beat Adonis. So that means as of today, Gvozdyk is considered the lineal champion. Yeah, man. Everybody should be going there. Everybody should be going there, bro. Everybody should be going there. It would be dope if the B-side and Harrison fight on the Herd card in the DMV. That would be dope. LeBron James in the building. What's up, fam? That would be dope, dog. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Yes, great catch. Yeah, that would be awesome right there, bro. If they could put a Charlo and Harrison on the under, man, I would have loved it to be on the undercard versus Herd and J-Rock. And not to mention, I'll be at that fight. Like I tell y'all, that's on May 11th. That's Mainman's birthday. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be in the building. Slim, that'll be the ultimate birthday present for me, man. Caleb loses to Benavidez. I don't know, man. We got to see, man. We got to see, bro. Caleb impressed me very much in his last fight, bro. Caleb very much impressed me. I like Caleb Plant, man. At first, he's another fighter that earned my respect. Like I told before, there are different kind of fighters. There are some fighters that we give respect that they don't deserve it, and there's some fighters that earn your respect. Caleb Plant earned my respect. He showed me he has heart, he has skills, and most importantly, his injury with his hand didn't prevent him from doing what he did. Benavidez would be a hell of a fight. He's a good power puncher. He's a good fighter. But at the end of the day, I'm definitely going to be watching Benavidez in this next fight. That'd be a hell of a fight. That's going to be a hell of a fight. Maybe the winner of that can go to See, Callum Smith is aligned with DAZN. He's aligned with Eddie Hearn. Callum Smith right now is out the loop. It's out the loop. David Benavidez is the best at 68. Ronnie Boy Fresh, I think Caleb got something to say about that, bro. I think Caleb got something to say about that. Let's not sleep on Caleb Plant, bro. Let's not sleep. Did he not convince us in that last fight how skilled he is, bro? And this dude is hungry. This dude is hungry. This dude walked up on James DeGale. He wants James DeGale. James DeGale didn't want that smoke. Dog, that's like he earned my respect, and I'm going to respect him until I see a reason not to. And as of when I see today, Caleb Plant wants the respect, and he earned this respect, bro. I like Caleb, man. Benavidez is a bad boy, too. You like Caleb and David? Yeah, that's going to be a hell of a fight if it can get made, bro. Damn, bro. David Benavidez had to lose his goddamn belt because he was sniffing the coke in the whole 9 yards, man. Damn, that's fucked up. He lost his belt. But he said he's going for his belt. And then after that, he wants Caleb Plant. That's according to David Benavidez. We see the story built in. David Benavidez was ringside at Caleb Plant's last fight. Damn. The DAZN fighters are hard to get in the ring. Networks need to work together, man. I agree with you, LeBron. There's a lot of good fights that can be made from, the DAZN, but they decide to go with their own business model, man. And it makes it, it makes it tough, bro. Like, DAZN got some good names over there that I love to see square off against the PBC fighters. But the Zone got no problem with doing business, it seems like, with the ESPN fighters. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just the polished shit, the politics of boxing, man. David told me he wants the Callum Smith fight. Oh, okay, well, we'll see if they can make that fight. You know, they on opposite sides. We'll see if they can. Like I said, the ESPN dudes and the Zone fighters, they have no problems with making fights. But PBC and the Zone, it ain't going to happen. It's just not going to happen, man. And that's fucked up, bro. It's fucked up, man. We was in Omaha, so you got a chance to get a rap with him, Ronnie Boy Fresh. You got a chance to get a rap with David Benavidez. He seemed like a wild dude, man. He like the nose candy, man. He probably turned the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But David Benavidez, he walks around. I like his swag. I like his skill set. He's a good fighter. I got no reason not to respect him. But I think him and Callum Smith is in for a freaking war, bro. I think that's a war in the making. You know what I'm saying? That is a war in the fucking making, man. The families don't get along with each other. There's a good storyline there, man. Yo, man, that is a war in the making that I am really looking forward to, bro. I'm really looking forward to that fight. I'm really looking forward to that fight, man. I really am, man. 168 is on fire too, bro. Yo, boxing is on fire in general right now, man. Not just 168, 168, 175, 147, 135. All of these weight classes, even 140, all turned up right now, bro. David, a big boy, could be fighting at 200 easy. Yeah, he a big boy. He a big boy. He cuts a lot of weight to come down to 68, man. He cuts a lot of weight to come down to 68. That's probably why he was messing with the nose candy, man. Maybe to cut that weight. I don't know, bro. But the fact is, man, he's a big boy. And I like him, man. I like him. I like him. 140 is the best division, Ronnie Boy Fresh. I still say welterweight. If we can get the fights made, I still say welterweight. We right on the cusp of Mikey Garcia versus Earl Spence Jr. We almost there. We're a couple weeks away. I've been looking at some training footage. Just shout out to ES News. I've been looking at a lot of training footage on Mikey, man, and Mikey, the weight is seemingly starting to kind of fit him. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. For those who missed it, please look at the interview, the latest interview with Virgil Hunter. Virgil Hunter broke that shit down like man, dog. The boxing mind of Virgil Hunter is so underestimated, bruh. Virgil Hunter made complete sense on what he says was going to happen in this fight. And Virgil Hunter says, yeah, Mikey, the weight that Mikey is putting on, no matter. He's not training for punch and power. You know what I'm saying? He's clearly training for punch resistance. But however, going late into a fight, that weight is going to affect Mikey. Mikey can be styling on Spence, man, for 5-6 rounds, just like Kell Brook was. You come around 7, round 8, and that weight, something brand new for Mikey Garcia to be fighting at this weight class, that's going to be an issue. It's going to drain him faster than he's ever been drained before. And I'm telling you, I see him with the mask on and he's training with the snacks and all that other good shit. But at the end of the day, bro, Mikey with this extra weight may be an issue. Ellaby and Floyd sounding a little nervous about Tank versus Weeds. Maybe they know something we don't. They sounded nervous because they know the fight fans ain't happy with this level of competition. Fight fans was never even happy about the Abner Martinez fight, bro. They just wasn't. We wasn't happy about that fight. We knew it was what it was. It was a populist fight. It was a fight to just make Tank name rise up a little higher. That's all it was. You know what I mean? The same way that he went over there and fought Liam Walsh in the UK. It was just a name to put his name up in the a fight to put his name in the stars. That's all it was. They're nervous because Tank is starting to get more and more backlash on the internet about his level of competition. That's all it is, bro. They know it, and that's why they came out. It was on Floyd's mind when he approached that podium. The thing that was on Floyd's mind when he approached that podium last night was, I got to address the fact that people are talking about Tank ain't fought nobody. I got to address the fact about people running around chattering that Tank is bringing up 126-pound fighters. You know what I mean? And that's the reason. You'll be watching the Night Blood. Yeah, you wanted the Abner Martinez fight. I don't know, bro. I think that Tank can do. You know, Tank has more than enough names. Ever since Tevin Farmer, man, I look at Tank so different, bro. Ever since the Tevin Farmer situation, I look at Tank like, man, you really kind of suckered up on that whole situation. And then Lomachenko stepped the way he stepped, and I was just like, oh my God, bro. Like, are you serious, bro? Like, you got Lomachenko saying, look, I won't leave the weight class until Tank fights me. That's big news to me, man. And then you got Gary Russell Jr. saying that, yo, I'm willing to face Tank. And Tank won't even mention Gary Russell Jr. Then they awarding Tank the WBA Super Championship after beating Jesus Cuellar when Alberto Machado beat Jezreel Corrales, the real WBA Super Champ. It just got me just like in a mind boggle when it come to Tank, bro. I want to support him, but you know me, and y'all know how I get down. I support the sport of boxing, and from what I'm seeing from Tank, I don't want to say it's a facade, but you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We'll see, bro. We'll see, man. Look here, man. I think I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up, bro. Hey, what time is it, man? It's like about 2:30 or close to it. Hey, at the end of the day, man, I appreciate all my family for getting up on here, rocking with the boy, man. I got nothing but love. We will be back here right after Tank's fight tonight. You know, tonight is I think this for all you lovers out there. Y'all know this is Valentine's Day weekend. Hey, man, get off your ass and go get your girl some flowers, man. You know what I'm saying? Take her out and give her a good dinner, man. Y'all stop being cheap out there, man. It's Valentine's Day weekend, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Salute to everybody. Donald Brat, what's up, family? Retro Boxing, man. Once again, bro, thank you for coming in, and thank you for being a supporter of this channel for as long as you have. You have been rolling with me for a while, bro, and I have been rolling with you all day. You know what I mean? G Lexa, peace out to you. Everybody, go out and take your girls out, bro. Valentine's Day weekend, man. Show some love. Orlando Finney, my fam right there. Man, much love for sliding through. When Josh Kelly wins the World Series tournament, he is coming for that gold at 140 all day. Shout out to Josh Kelly, a supporter of this channel, man. Yeah, we go back, Retro. We go back, bro. We go way back, man. One of the first channels I subscribed to, man. I got nothing but love for you, man. Bubblegum machine jewelry for my girl. Hey, son, y'all got to stop it, man. Come on, man. Show your girl some love for Valentine's Day, man. Y'all know she going to get you right tonight. You know what I mean? But then again, you shouldn't have to do all this shit for her to get you right. Yo, man, these women, they got so many holidays out here, man. It is insane, son. It's insane, bro. You know what I mean? My man say bubblegum jewelry. The ones you put the cord in and turn a little knob and shit. You know what I mean? Yo, man, show your girl some love. Show your wife some love, man. Romance her. You know what I'm saying? Dance with her a little bit or whatever the fuck. But to the next video, Mainman, don't forget to subscribe. Major love to each and every one of you.